Hello everyone, Abhishek here. I bring to you the third series of Tosca interview question series. So let's get started. What is TC shell in Tosca? So TC shell is the command line control of Tosca. It operates in two modes, interactive and script based. Interactive mode, user has access to full range of functions of Tosca Commander. So when you open command prompt and you use whatever commands in there and perform your actions, that is called interactive mode. Second is script mode. This mode is kicked off using a script data file. Hence, manual intervention for any interaction is not possible. Where you list down all your commands and you use the file and you activate that to use TC shell is called script mode. Moving to the next question. What is risk-based testing? So risk-based testing is a testing technique which minimizes the risk by providing optimum test coverage. It accounts the usage of product complexity, etc. to access the risk. So for example, the number of combinations of a test case scenario to cover everything becomes 1000. Risk-based testing provides a technique in which you can limit the number of scripts while maximizing the test coverage. Moving to the next question, what do you mean by synchronization? So ideally in automation terms, synchronization means is matching the automation or the Tosca to match the script with the application speed. So there are cases in which you're trying to click on an object but the page load takes time is one of the most simple examples. So there you use synchronization. Now there are uh, different ways in Tosca using action mode wait on. So if there is any property and you use the action mode wait on for letting that property to appear, or you can use specific static wait as well. Tbox wait module is there for wait operations. Next question, what all integration exists in Tosca? So by default, Tosca will provide integration with Tricentis products. And in case of third party as well, Tosca provides ability to integrate with HPALM, Jira, etc. It has integrations to CI/CD tools as well using Tosca CI. What is Tosca CI? So Tosca Continuous Integration is what Tosca CI stands for. It allows you to trigger the execution of your automated Tosca test cases without user input. It supports you in continuous integration and delivery efforts by minimizing testing time and effort. So in case you are not aware, like you can use Azure or AWS or other CI/CD platforms to kick off your Tosca test cases in whichever remote machine has been configured for your project. Moving to the next question, what is TQL? So TQL stands for Tosca Query Language. As the name suggests, it allows us to perform search queries to allow for searching for all the object relations and object properties within a project. The TQL search is context dependent. What do we mean by this is the starting point has an effect on the search to be carried out. A search which is performed on the basis of the project root element is going to produce different results from the one based on the Topforce module folder. Now in case of TQL, there are two different terms, subparts and superparts. What is the difference between subparts and superparts? Subpart searches for all the child elements while superpart searches for parent elements. The expression, this particular expression returns the sub-elements as the result, while this expression includes the sub-elements within the sub-elements. So it is recursive. Moving to the next question, what is Tosca API? Now Tricentis Tosca API scan enables you to test your APIs. It's rapid end-to-end test, verify your performance and error handling of your API. So this is the structure, user interface, API and system and data. This is the layering. Okay. So similarly, if you have worked in Postman, it provides a similar UI where you can configure your request, configure whatever type of mode you want to mention, like get, put and all, and you can integrate this in your test cases. Moving to the next question, what does Excel reference mean? So this comes into picture when we used to refer test step value from the test sheet in TCD test case design. The Excel reference itself contains the path for Tosca to follow in order to find the value in the test sheet. Once this linking is done, we will need to check the template for errors in the Excel references. This is the syntax, curly braces, Excel, and then whichever level you want to navigate it to. Moving to the next question, what is 8-pack module? The 8-pack is a standard subset of modules specifically for steering classic engines. We can download this package from Tricentis support portal as described in the chapter Exchange portal. In case you like the video, please do like the video. What locks exist in Tosca at execution list level? This is one of the questions which is asked. So there are two types of logs. One is called actual log. It keeps the latest execution results and the execution history. While there is an execution log as well. By selecting the option archive actual execution log, this type of log is generated. Moving to the next question. What is DEX server in Tosca? So DEX stands for distributed execution. Using DEX, we can remotely manage test executions by distributing our automated test in various virtual machines. This provides us time efficient execution and cost savings. So we have other methods as well using Tosca CI, but DEX is something which is provided by Tosca specifically for remote executions. Now, what do we mean by test event in Tosca? Test event is created for Tosca distributed execution. It contains configurations and execution list. So test event is specifically created for Tosca. Once you create the test event, first thing you need to do is you need to add the configurations in that, which will contain whatever agent or whatever machines you have configured for that, and then you add the execution list under that. Post you trigger the execution, Tosca transfers your execution to the Tosca server. What do you mean by Tosca Vision AI? So Vision AI is the next generation AI driven test automation technology that allows team to automate UI test case independent of underlying technology. One example could be that there is a image in which some buttons are written. So Tosca Vision AI would be able to detect those. So in those type of scenarios as well, this is very helpful. Moving to the next question. What is TDS? So TDS stands for Test Data Service in Tosca. It is used for test data management. We can store the dynamic test data in a shared location, which is easy to read, update by test case. Now, since the data is stored in shared location, it is useful to share the same dynamic data across multiple test cases. Now, data updates can happen without opening Tosca as it is treated as a separate component. The question is mobile testing possible in Tosca? The answer is yes, Tosca supports mobile automation. We need to connect to the physical or simulator mobile device with our system or Appium server, and we select the scan and then the mobile option while scanning mobile devices. Moving to the next question, what kind of mobile apps are supported by Tosca? So Tosca supports both Android and iOS devices, and you can automate mobile web native as well as hybrid apps using Tosca. What is ARA in Tosca? So ARA stands for Automation Recording Assistant. This is an advanced recording feature of Tosca. Scenarios can be recorded with the verification and generate the test cases instantly. Post recording, ARA generates a .ara file which needs to be imported in Tosca to generate the instant test case. This is basically used by business users, or it is particularly helpful for business users who don't have knowledge of Tosca but they do have functional knowledge of the application. Moving to the next question, what is frequency class? So this comes into picture when we are working with the requirement set of Tosca. The estimated frequency of the requirement. So one particular requirement is going to occur how many times is what we mentioned in the frequency class, and this is rated between the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. So the weight of a particular requirement is calculated using frequency class and one more component damage class. So frequency class is one of the components. The formula for the frequency for the weight is 2 to the power frequency class. The last question, what is the workspace file extension? So when you export the file workspace, what extension does it generate? It's .tsu. Let me know how you found this video, and do like the video in case you like it. Thank you very much. Have a great day.